Greetings. So here we have another interesting question. Okay, see if A and C are integers, if A and C in this equation is a given quadratic equation like this, ax square plus 12x plus c equal to 0. Now in this you have A and C are unknown, right? So he is trying to describe what can we choose for A and C. Okay, so for that he gave like this: if A and C are integers and A is in between 3 and 7 and C is positive or equal to 0, then how many equations of the form this quadratic equation have real roots? Yeah, one of the interesting questions we have, because you have a quadratic equations with unknown A and C, and you must be able to judge A between 3 and 7 and C is positive or equal to 0, and provided A and C are integers. Yeah, you can't take any other number. I mean any other, for example, I cannot take A is equal to some 1.4 or of course A is between 3 and 7, right? I cannot take something like A is equal to some 3.62 or A is equal to some 6.5, something like that. I have to take only integers, right? So I must not have anything after decimal point. So then that becomes integer, right? So now interesting part is this: how many equations? So we are very familiar, given a quadratic equation, finding out its roots, right? So but in this question he is asking us how many equations we can construct, yeah, based on this given data. Yeah, so while let's start. Let's knuckle down again. So let's take a general quadratic equation. You take a general quadratic equation. Now a general quadratic equation is this: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. All right, so this is what you have. And how do you find its roots now? So roots is x equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Did we forget anything here? Yes. This always discriminant wants some shelter. Okay. So now discriminant is sitting inside square root. Square root is his shelter. Anyways, so now he's also gave like this. He also gave this one. Now this quadratic equation and many quadratic equations of this form in this question, they must have real roots. Yeah. So when can we obtain real roots from this quadratic equation? First of all, I mean this general quadratic equation. One, the discriminant. So you take the discriminant. If this discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, this must be positive. Yeah, if discriminant is positive, then definitely you will get real and distinct roots. Distinct means two different roots. Okay, not only this, if discriminant is equal to 0, then we get again real roots, but they will be repeated, right? So in either case, in either greater than or equal to, we get real roots, because here we have real roots. Doesn't matter whether it is repeating or not, the only thing is we must have real roots. Then you have to satisfy this condition. Okay, now somehow we have set up certain things to our question. Let's try to further proceed, and we will see how can we solve this question. Okay, and the same thing, b square minus 4ac, we can also write like this: 4ac is less than or equal to b square. Okay, now left hand side you have 4ac, in the right hand side you have b, and what is b? Yeah, b is from this question, b is equal to given 12. Okay, now you have to square it. So you have to square it. What is 12 square? 144. Now you can rule it out. So 436 is 144. So finally we have landed at this AC less than or equal to 36. Okay, so AC must follow this condition. Now what you do? Now see, in competitive examinations, question paper setters not only will check your answers, but they will check how you are getting that answers. I mean the approach you are getting those answers. The approach means they set questions based on this. For example, they set questions based on your smart skills. That they really don't want your lengthy mathematical skills. They simply want your smart skills, and the other kind of questions will be something like this: judgment-based questions. You must be able to judge based on the given conditions. You must be able to judge which one to be chosen. Okay, and apart from these two, also they will check your conceptual skills. Yeah, so in this question, a simple concept is I should know to have real roots. To have real roots, I must know that discriminant must be either positive or equal to 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, so this is a simple concept, and also he will check your this beautiful skills, that is how are we utilizing the given data. Yeah, the given data is this: how are we utilizing the given data in a given stipulated time. Okay, so now how to choose this? Now AC, anyways, we got AC like this. Just a second, let me bring next page. Thank you. So we are on this next page. Okay, now from a previous solving, so we obtained this condition AC. Now we will try to investigate how are we utilizing our given data. Yeah, so now AC is this, and in our given question A is sitting in between 3 and 7, and also he gave C is positive or equal to 0. Okay, so these two are given to you. So these two are given like this. All right, now you tell me, you can choose now happily like this. If A is equal to 3, you can take A equal to 3. Now what could be C here? Yeah, what could be C? C I can take 0. If C equal to 0, now 3 multiplied by 0 less than or equal to 36, so satisfied. So I can take C equal to 1. Okay, A equal to 3. Now C equal to 1. Now 3 multiplied by 1, again satisfying this condition, less than or equal to 36. Now C equal to 2 is also correct. 3 2s are 6, less than or equal to this 36, so on. You keep on go. How long we can go like this? Until we reach C equal to 12. Now when C equal to 12, now A 3 multiplied by 12. So 3 multiplied by 12 is equal to 36. Okay. Now we cannot go C equal to 13. We cannot go for it because 13 3s are how much here? 39. So 39 is beyond this condition satisfaction. So therefore we don't go for that C equal to 13. All right. Now other case is what? Anyways, we have utilized only A equal to 3, but A is in between 3 and 7. I can take anything, right? So now let me take A is equal to 4. If A is equal to 4, now I can take C equal to 0. which is correct. C equal to 1 is okay. C equal to 2 is also okay. How long? C equal to 9. Because again 4 9s are 36. I can't go anything beyond this. Yeah. Otherwise it will violate this given condition. Okay. So again, can I take for A is equal to 5? Can we take for A is equal to 5? If I go for it, now I can take C equal to 0, 1, 2, so on. You keep on doing this, 7. So 5 zeros are 0, satisfying this. Yeah, 5 2s are 10, again satisfying this. 5 7s are 35, again satisfying this. And 5 8s are 40, I can't take it. So I can't take C equal to 8 now. So how long we go here? Let's check. We have time, right? So A equal to 6. So C equal to, I can take again 0, I can take 0, 1, 2, so on, say 6. Okay. And I can take one more, that is A is equal to 7. And I can take C is equal to 0, 1, 2, so on. I can take up to 5. Yeah, 7 5s are 35, again satisfying. For C equal to 6, this condition violates. I can't go for C equal to 6 for A equal to 7. Okay. Do you want to go for A equal to 8? Please don't go. Please read your question again. The question is A is in between 3 and 7. So we have kick started at A equal to 3, and now we are going to terminate at A equal to 7. Happy? So we are within boundary. Okay. So now what you do? Now the question is what? The question is, yeah, so A and C are integers, and A and C are like this, and given quadratic equation like this, and we must always get real roots. The question is how many equations we can construct of this form. Okay, of this form. So let me welcome you again to this space back. Okay, so how many are, so put together how many we get now? This one, A is equal to 3, C equal to 0, so on. So how many we can get from this? Total 13, right? So you have 13 cases or 13 chances of getting this. How? 3 into 0, chance 1, 3 multiplied by 1, chance 2, 3 multiplied by 2, chance 3, so on, 3 multiplied by 12. Yeah, so on you take, you will get 13 cases like this. Similarly, and whatever this one, yeah, and how many cases how many chances we have? 4 multiplied by 0, 1 chance, and 4 times 2, so on you do, you will get 10 times. Okay, and this one, for A equal to 5 and C equal to 0 to 7, yeah, how many? See, 0 to 7, how many you have? So 0 to 7 means total 8. Yeah, 0 to 9, total 10. 0 to 12, total 13. Similarly here you have C equal to 0 to 6, and of course A is 6. So you have 0 to 6, so total 7. Also count 0 please, because 0 also is satisfying this condition. Okay. Now again 0 to 5, in the last case you have 0 to 5, so this is 6. Now you sum up all these quantities. 13 plus 10, 23, 23, 31, 31, 38, 38, 6, 44. Okay. So that's it. We have come to an end. So we can write like this. There are a total of 44 equations. 44 equations with real roots. Whew. Somehow we have done this, right? Let's take a sigh of relief. Yeah. So let me get my question back. See, this is my question. Just you can take a snap of it at the end. So question is this. Yeah. You have like this, then followed by this one. Simple, right? We don't take really more than 1 minute or 90 seconds in solving this. Just to elaborate this in detail, we took this time. Otherwise, it will never take more than 60 seconds. 60 seconds is a big time for this. Yeah. So now what you do? Now we have to say bye bye to this question. If you want any more, any such beautiful questions like this, you can comment down so that I can make videos on those questions. Thank you.